Hey guys, I'm starting a series that might be controversial. You might notice I'm floating right now, and that's because I play Minecraft exclusively in creative mode. But I've decided to switch to survival, and we are not starting a new world. We're going to switch to survival in this creative world that I've been making. And the reason for that is I don't do this full time, I have a job, and I don't have time for the early game grind. So I prefer to build late game redstone contraptions, and we're going to focus on that. Rest assured, there will be stakes. I haven't filled chests with every item in the game. We're starting off with limited resources, and we'll do an inventory first thing of what we have and what we don't have. And then I'll show you guys some of what I'm planning for future builds and what we're going to focus on in this series. So, without further ado, it begins. Oh man. I can't stress enough how little I play this game in survival. Like, I never play in survival. I've designed my entire world to be survival friendly, so everything here can be done in survival. Obviously, we're in survival now, and it'll all continue to work. But I don't play in survival, so this is going to be fun and interesting. So I think we'll start with a tour of what's here, what we have, what we're starting with, versus what we don't have, and what we're going to need. We don't have an iron farm, for example. So the first thing we're going to do is build a smelter, and I think we're going to put it right over here. I'm going to knock out this wall, which doesn't happen with just one click anymore. I have to hold down the button. Oh, and that's gone forever. Oh man, this is going to take some getting used to. So yeah, we're going to start with a smelter, I think, and we'll rely on mining for now. We're in 1.17, so we can use fortune. We are starting with an enchanter, so that'll we can at least get fortune and rely on mined iron. And actually, before we look at what we're starting with, I want to talk about the standards that we're going to set for ourselves in this world and the things we design. Rule number one, of course, is it has to be survival friendly. We're in survival now, so that's going to be by default. Rule number two is no visible redstone or torches unless it's a deliberate aesthetic choice. Everything is designed around user friendliness, so the buttons are placed intuitively, and we have indicator lamps that tell us things about the operation of the contraption. So these are on lights, for example. This indicates that this mob farm is on. We don't see repeaters, redstone, water streams, any of the guts. We're going to design our builds to look the way we want them to look on the inside, and then we're going to make the redstone work around that. So our builds should look really cool, but without compromising on speed and efficiency. And rule number three, we're not going to use any exploits, like breaking portal frames, duping. We're not going to use TNT duping. We're not going to use carpet duping. The one exception would be breaking through the nether ceiling, which the devs seem to have embraced as fair game. So let's look at what we have. All the way at the bottom here, we have wool. We have all 16 colors of wool. We have a completely pointless, crazy over-engineered minigame that we might look at later, but not right now. We have 8 villagers, and I think, yeah, we need to introduce them to the negotiator to bring these prices down still, which we have actually. So if I hit this button, they'll drop down and they'll meet the negotiator down there. And then as soon as they've been zombified, they pop back up, and we need to, of course, convert them back, which we can't do. We don't have golden apples, and we don't have weakness potions. We don't even have a brewer, so maybe we should have left that guy alone for now. Oh well. So yeah, we have 7 villagers. We have a zombie killing chamber with 2 zombies in it. We also have a mob farm, of course, that feeds this thing. Wow, these guys are tough. Then we have a secret door here we can use to collect these arrows so they don't go to waste. And we will put them back here, and they'll get sucked back into the system. I did decide to start with an elytra. I just figure we need some mobility. It's going to be too much of a grind running around without that. So we're starting with 1 stack of fireworks, a diamond axe, diamond pick and diamond sword, and diamond boots and leggings. I decided not to go with netherite just so that we have something of a challenge. But that's it in terms of what is on us. You can see here my inventory is empty other than that. Okay, back to the tour. This is the mob farm. Turning this on, hitting this button turns it on above. And it's a mob farm up there combined with this skeleton spawner. And everything goes through a sorter, kind of a processing system, and the mobs are dropped to their death right here. We have a chicken farm. And chicken, which we should actually grab now. And I have a video on this, but we'll use it really quick just to show it off. Press this button and a door opens and our trained ocelot comes out and eats the chickens. He's in there somewhere. Come on, dude. Get to work. Yeah, okay, so there's hoppers down there. They die, their drops go to a furnace, it gets cooked, and we get cooked chicken delivered here. And then while those chickens were in here, they were laying eggs that were being scooped up, sorted out, and stuck into a hopper up there. Oh yeah, and when we push this, he'll get recalled back in there. If you want to know how this works, go check out the video. I'll put a link at the top of the screen. But when we want more chickens, we gotta wait for him to go back in, or they'll get killed right away. There he goes. And once he's back in, the door will shut behind him. Chicken was in there, I guess. And then when we press that button, the eggs that are siloed up there will generate some new chickens for us. And then as those chicken lay eggs, they get filtered back around. And once the silo gets full, more chickens are dispensed. So we only got 1 out of that batch. We can press it again if we want more. But if we didn't press that, that 1 chicken would eventually lay enough eggs that the silo would overflow and more chickens would get dispensed. And if we leave this alone for too long, it'll get pretty crowded with chickens. So we have chicken as a food source. And above us, we also have a small melon and pumpkin farm that feeds into our storage room, which is a good segue to the storage room. And you might recognize this. I cut my teeth watching Etho's lab. And this storage room was one of the first really cool contraptions I saw, so I recreated it here. It was one of the first things I built. It is the only non-original thing in my world, the only thing in my world that is based entirely on someone else's design. And the only change I've made is that there are shulker fillers feeding in these. So we get full shulkers of these items instead of individual items. Both of them have a shulker loader feeding into it. And we are getting our standard mob drops that come from the mob farm. Carrots from a carrot farm that we have out there that is villager powered. We might go look at that later. All the other standard mob drops from the mob farm. Pumpkins and melons from the pumpkin melon farm. And this is the excess wool from the wool farm. Once our wool farm is full, the 4 colors used for trading are sent over here for bulk storage so that we can trade with our villagers. And I just realized we have a nether hub and some farms and resources over there that are not on the overworld, but... Oh, do we have anything? Nope. But I'm realizing now we don't have ender pearls, and much of our transportation network relies on ender porters. We don't even have an ender pearl farm. Crap. Okay. So if you've not seen it in my other videos, this is a frameless nether porter. There's no portal here. When I press this button, we're going to be sent to the nether. And when we come back, the machine will be expecting us to reload it by throwing 2 ender pearls up there. And we don't have those, nor do we have a good way to access our nether portal. It's up there in the redstone because we aren't meant to use it that way. We're meant to have ender pearls. Oh, do we? Oh, no, we don't. Okay. Alright, out of the maintenance. Oh, by the way, this is a good time to mention my maintenance hatches. Where we do have visible redstone, I like to keep them behind maintenance hatches with hidden buttons. So we have a few of those staggered around our base. We have one here on this wall, Takes us out into the deep, deep dark. And we have one here up in the ceiling that opens this hidden staircase that takes us out. And one of the reasons we're starting with elytra is since I am a creative builder, there is no scaffolding. So we're going to basically have to fly around if we ever need to maintenance this thing. That's the wool farm, by the way. Yeah, so let's turn off the mob farm. I didn't realize I left that on. Okay, so back to the matter at hand. We can get to the nether, and we can come back, but once we're back, we're a little bit stuck here until we get ender pearls. Or we can just, I suppose, short-circuit the whole thing and pillar up to the ender porter out there, but let's take that in stride. I'm going to eat, and off we go. And we're here. Okay, this is the nether hub. Welcome. We have on the left our nether porter network. This is an ender porter station that works in the nether. Watch my video, I'll link it at the top as an explainer, but basically it is a stasis chamber that works in the nether. You can't have water in the nether, so the pearl is sent to the overworld, held there, and then recalled back through the same portal. The ender pearl will shoot through that portal and land right here on the ground, teleporting us here. But we are, it's going to be a one-time use now, since we don't have ender pearls. That was a huge oversight. So we're going to need an ender pearl farm really quick. Maybe episode 2. I'm not sure. Or actually, for episode 2, we'll link this up. This is a minecart station for bulk storage transport. So I can load these up, press these buttons, and they are loaded into position. And then when we press this button, that hatch will drop down for a moment, giving us time to get into the minecart. And then we are dropped down onto a rail and sent off to the next station. It is not connected up though, and these can be recalled back up if I change my mind. But it's not connected up, so that'd be nice to have right now. It'd give us a way to get around without this network, but it's not hooked up, so ugh. Okay, so we have this thing connected to the blaze farm and the stronghold where we get to the end. We have scoped out a guardian farm, but there's not a station there yet. There's nothing there yet. I just know that there's a guardian farm within range. This will only go to within chunk loading distance, so I think we're set to 13 chunks right now. Can't go farther than 13 chunks. So there's a guardian farm within 13 chunks of us via the nether. Of course, in the overworld, it's 8 times that far away. And then this goes to where we're going to put our gold farm and a witch hut eventually, but we don't have that yet. But we'll start with the blaze farm. And here we are. That is, that's how that works. So we've been teleported. We're no longer in that room. And what we would do is throw another ender pearl in there to reload this thing, but we don't. So this thing is dead now. And in keeping with our design requirements, we have no visible redstone, we have indicator lights. We'll turn the wither skeleton farm on here, and those lights indicate that it's on. We'll turn the blaze farm on, and those lights indicate that it is on. And if we stand right here, we have 2 blaze spawners above us that will start dispensing blazes to that section right there. And then our... Oh, you know what? I didn't even think to clear my levels. Alright, I guess we're starting with 20 levels. Whatever. We've got... well, we'll die soon enough. Ooh, and I have no idea where we'll spawn either. That's going to be an interesting bridge to cross. We have wither skeletons being aggregated right there and then killed by trained wolves so that we're getting their XP drops, and then all of their standard drops are going into a collection system and sent over here to our different chests. We're going to rip this out maybe in the next episode, I'm not sure, but this is just being fed by hoppers right now and it gets full. So if we take an item out, as soon as we start getting bones from the wither skeletons, they're just going to funnel into here, and then start filling this up. And we wouldn't be able to put these back from our inventory otherwise. So we're going to rip this out and put in Farm Storage 3.0. I just did a video on Farm Storage 2.0. I've further refined it, and we'll put that in so that our excess drops out of here down into bulk storage via a shulker loader, and then this chest will always stay at our preset fill level so that there's always room for us to put items back, but it's always mostly full so that we can pull onesie-twosie items out as we need it. And then it'll also have the shulker ordering system that's on our Farm Storage 2.0 that allows us to press Q on an item to order full shulkers of it. That would get sucked into the system, and a full shulker would get dispensed somewhere. I don't know where yet, but we'll figure that out. Here's the other end of that freight train thing, so we can fill this up with what we need and drop it down if we want to take it to the next station with us. These don't leave until we leave, so if we chose to go to the mob factory, we'd press that button, this would drop down for a moment, we'd get in, and then we'd automatically be sent off to the mob factory with those 2 carts. I can't demonstrate it for you right now because I don't have really anywhere to go. We would just fly off the rail into the lava. So I can't really show you a proof of concept, but we'll work on that in a coming video. Oh, and those indicator lights tell us that we have 24 blaze waiting to be dispatched. It'll just keep going all the way around until all 3 of them are full. But we can kill these guys, and all their drops are taken down into a collection system below. We get their XP, and actually that one will stop filling up now. The first one always takes priority. Oh, and we have an enchanting table. We have a grindstone, whatever this thing is. I don't play survival. Anvil, and oh, do we have anything in here? Ooh, we have glowstone and some chicken. Okay, well, oh, you know what? The glowstone is for that. Do we want to set this, or do we want to... Let's set it. You know what? No, let's... We're gonna be screwed either way. We are either set to respawn here, or we're set to respawn at the frameless end portal. Either way, we're sent to the nether when we respawn, so we're kind of screwed either way. Maybe it's better to spawn here, though. Let's do it. Let's. I don't think I need that. I think I just have to right-click on it, right? Is that how those work? It is. Okay. Good. Now we can go back. Let's turn this thing off. So those lights will turn off, telling us that that's off, okay. And we can just leave those guys there to despawn. They'll despawn as soon as we get back to the nether hub. We'll take this XP though, now that we're playing for realsies, we actually need it. And we'll go back to the mob factory. Okay, I never get tired of that. This is so awesome. We're back at the mob factory, and we have consumed our one-way trips. So if we want to go to the Blaze Farm again, it's a harrowing journey through the nether. We could go to the stronghold one time and back, and maybe we'll do that actually, and then we'll get started on our main build, because we can only go back through here one more time as well. So let's go to the stronghold and finish our tour, and then we'll go through and get started on the Shulker Smelter. Off to the stronghold. Bloop. Okay, we're here, and that's our, the stronghold's in the overworld, of course, so we have a portal to the overworld. That's all there is here. We can go back to the mob factory. This isn't actually wired up, and even if it were, there's not an ender pearl there anymore because we used it, so it wouldn't do anything. This will take us... it won't take us to the Blaze Farm. We used our only ender pearl. Oh man, it's gonna suck getting back. Alright, press on to the overworld. Alright, this is our stronghold, and we have a disappearing ender portal there, so and a little display case thing of the local fauna of the end, and oh crap, you know what? Okay, here's the thing. We're not going to go there. We can't. I just realized 1.7 broke this thing. I completely forgot. For whatever reason, ender pearls are not traveling through the end portal anymore. And this design makes use of that feature. So I hope it's a bug. I hope it'll get fixed. If you want to see how this thing works, watch the video at the top of the description. It works in 1.16 beautifully, but if we go to the end right now, we'll be stuck there. And we're going to have to cross that bridge at some point in order to get ender pearls. We'll have to create a sort of backdoor means of getting there and back, bypassing all this, but we don't have the resources for that right now, and it's not going to be today's episode. So let's go build a smelter. I forgot. We have to take the long way. It's gonna suck so bad. Okay, we'll go through the wall. And... oh man, this is gonna suck. We're a long ways away from the Nether Hub, and we don't have an auxiliary route to get there. I'm gonna have to pillar up a ton, and I have nothing to pillar up with. I don't even know where. There should be an up, like over here. Yeah, it's over here. Yeah, we're gonna have to pillar up here. Here's what we'll do. Take a bunch of that, and then just do this thing. And then look up, and just keep doing that. And a long time later, oh my gosh, that sucked. I never want to do that again. I'm gonna... oh no, how do we not? Oh, we must have dropped some. I'm gonna off camera put in a better way for us to do that. But can I fly here? I don't really know how to fly at all. We still have elytra, right? Yeah. I thought you could... huh, I don't know really how to fly. I guess I can't. Yeah, so this, we're gonna have to come up with a better way to do that. I might put in a water... oh, no water in the Nether. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No! Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. We have nothing. We have nothing. This is harder than starting from scratch. I really think. I really think this is harder than starting from scratch, because we are in all the hardest places. Oh my gosh. The only way out is through our maintenance hatch here, and this is so much harder than starting from scratch. Like, how am I even gonna get down from here? Oh my gosh. We've got nothing in our ender chest. We've got... oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're gonna take a jump. Is that gonna kill us, do you think? I don't know. Is that gonna kill us? I could just hide in this composter until it all blows over. Okay, we're gonna go. Oh, it didn't kill us. Okay. Alright, let's get to safety before a ghast blows us to smithereens. And, oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever. Okay, well, we need to go that way. And there's an ocean of lava between us. So I'll see you in like forever. Okay, so we've circled around to the other side. We're now above and behind where we were. We're right below this transmission line that, oh my gosh, that scared me. We're right below the transmission line for the nether porter system, and we're gonna pillar up, and we should pop out straight above it. And hopefully a ghast doesn't kill us in the process. Oh, we're good. Okay, now are there any piglins up here that might kill us again? Please no. Please, please, please no. Okay. Okay, so far so good. We don't have a weapon. But we do have blocks now that we can block their path with if we need to. Okay, so we're good. We're good. We've made it to our nether hub, and I'm trying to think of the least destructive way to get in here. Probably through the floor right here. Actually, right here. Right? Am I doing that right? Yeah, right here. We're gonna do it right here. Okay, through the floor, and then we will put a piece of netherrack there. Oop. Okay. 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 Oh man. All right. So let's go home. Holy crap! And never come back. Alright, okay, so now you know how the frameless nether porter works. We would need to throw 2 ender pearls up there to reload it, but we don't have them. Let's see. So, let's stay here and never, ever, ever go back to the nether. They're not useful. We need tools, we need, and then we need to do some mining. So I'm gonna go do some off-camera work and get us prepped to put in the Shulker Smelter. In fact, let's jump into a creative world and I'll show you what we are going to install. Okay, this is the Shulker Smelter 3000. Full shulkers go here and they come back here fully smelted. As many as you want, as many as you can fit in this chest. So we could fill this completely with full shulkers. They would all come back here fully smelted in roughly 30 seconds per box. Everything is hopper locked, so this is incredibly lag friendly, all things considered. When it's not in use, there's almost no unlocked hoppers anywhere on this design. And I could probably get rid of some of the redstone. I've gotten rid of a lot. Redstone causes lag if you're not up to speed on that. Like up here, we've made a pretty big compromise. Tons of redstone, but, oh, I could put some composters on there. Tons of redstone, but that's to power our display system that shows how much progress has been made on one shulker. When that's completely full, a shulker is done and the next shulker starts cooking. So let's see it in action. We'll drop a shulker in there. Thing will kick on. We'll jump outside here. So everything's unlocked. You can see items are flowing to the furnace arrays. We have, I forget now, 192 furnaces in here or something like that. They all light up in unison. And then we've got some logic over here that counts how full the shulker is. And then they're loaded at the max you can load a shulker back up. There's droppers on every single side of this shulker box. Can we see it? No, we're not in the spectator. Let's go back up here and we'll see the progress bar. And this one's not going to fill all the way because I didn't put a full shulker in. I put a shulker with 9 stacks. So it'll get, I don't know, like a third of the way before it kicks back the smelted shulker. This thing's also noisy. I don't know how to make it quiet, so deal with it. And there's our shulker. 9 stacks. Ready to go. I think this is going to be huge in our world. We don't have an iron farm, like I said, so we are going to need reliable iron, and mining it and then smelting it efficiently is going to be a good first step. Finally. Okay, I tried. I can't do survival. I don't know how people do it. It's just insane. I mean, I started getting the resources together for the smelter we'll need, and it's absurd how many resources we'll need. It's just, I don't have time. I'll never make a video. I'll never finish this video. So we're back in creative, and that's it. I'm sorry. If you wanted a survival show, this isn't it for you. Oh, thank God we can put that back. We're going to do this in creative. I think it'll still be a good series. I'll still call it the late game because we're going to focus on late game builds. And we will start with putting our smelter right here. Done. Oh, that's so much easier. Look at this. A hallway, a Shulker Smelter. I'm going for a kind of lower level atmosphere. So if you noticed in the wool farm, it's brick, almost like we're in the basement now. We're at the lowest level in this base so far. So we've got candle lights down here and brick. It looks a little bit more cellar-like. And of course, no visible redstone here, but like all the other rooms, we've got a hidden button here that opens a maintenance hatch in the stairs so we can go out and service redstone if needed. And for now, this is also how we refuel the furnace. There's 4 double chests, one here, and 2 on the other end in the same location. And that's where we restock this thing. And then we come back through the maintenance hatch, press that button, and it closes up real quick. Oh, and here's the wool farm for comparison. So we go down a similarly long flight of stairs, and we have brick, candles, some root, and a more aged cellar-like appearance to match the Shulker Smelter. And then as we come up, it gets a little bit more, you know, still aged, but less cellar-like. And then if we go up even higher, it gets, I don't know, more dungeon-like, but, you know, we don't want anything to be too nice. We're underground, deep underground, so we want it to look like it and feel like it. Just to prove it works, I have 7 shulkers filled with iron that we are going to place into that chest, and we'll get a full shulker back every minute and 30 seconds. And there we go, all of them completely full. Let's check it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got full, 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 full. Perfect. All 7 came back completely full. Alright guys, we're going to leave it there, and I'm going to post this episode as kind of an introductory episode to the late game series, which I think we've decided is a creative series in a survival-friendly world. But instead of posting onesie-twosie videos on single contraptions, we will work on the world as a whole, integrating all of our new builds together as we build them. And I've got some redstone-related atmosphere upgrades in mind for this base and one of our nether bases that are going to be pretty cool. So stick around, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe.